Hamo? Yeah. Sorry. I'm not sorry about that. That was entirely intentional and hilarious, might I add, but entirely intentional. You know? You know? You know, you know? Anyways, I have poetry today. Poetry to write, poetry to express my inner something. Feelings? Yeah, feelings. I'm gonna. I am going to take the leftover prompt, which is the adorable you that Uni sent, and then some of the Halloween prompts that Soleil sent, because those were left behind, and then the challenge ones that she also sent. Honestly, Soleil seems like oh god, what did I just do? What the heck? That was not a that was not on purpose anyways. Actually, I think all of these are just from Soleil, which is I actually concerned for Soleil because she always gives me so many prompts and I'm like, how many do you have in your brain? And can I borrow the brain that has this many prompts in it? Do I make much sense? No. Is it fine? Yes. Am I tempted to just update the poetry archive because I haven't done that in a while? Yes. Actually, I'm gonna do just that. Yeah. It's chill. It's fine. You guys wait a second. I'm gonna update the poetry archive because I haven't done that one in a while. You know? Yeah. I really forgot about updating the everything, actually. I honestly am surprised at how I completely forgot to update the poetry archive, you know? Every one of these prompts is just so good. Genuinely. Also, I am really good at writing poetry. Like, very good. To the point where sometimes even I question, like, hey, this is so good. I don't know if I actually wrote it. Sometimes it's you know, it's just like a feeling where you're like, oh my god, I'm just so good at this. And the answer was always yes, because indeed I am. But that is, I updated it. So I updated it. Now every single one that wasn't updated is now updated, and yeah. I genuinely not sure why I didn't update it sooner, because like clearly I was once again slacking off, but that's not the point. The point is that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 2 challenges, so 5 prompts is actually quite a few. I don't know, I feel like we should start from the one that I left behind the last time I did a poetry writing stream. It was like, which was like a long while ago, like October, when I was planning to do a Halloween themed poetry writing session. Just end up never happening because I remember, I think I got sick or I wasn't feeling well or something or the other happened and I just had to cancel that stream. And then the prompts, they were just, you know, unused which made me feel sad because these prompts are actually pretty good, you know? Like, there's something in my closet. My ideas decide, like, my brain has decided I want to write an 18 plus something. Obviously, I'm not going to, but you know, someday. Maybe if I do an, like, hey, it's 18 plus kind of stream, and then I can do some sort of risky stuff, like, writing wise. But I'm also not too sure about how that would end up going. It just sounds like a not a bad idea, but like it just sounds like an idea I don't think I'm ready for just yet. You know what I mean? So Uni sent the prompt the adorable you like so long ago. Oh my gosh, how long ago was it? Actually, I can check, so I'm gonna check. It was all the way in October. I actually, yeah, all the way in October that I received this prompt. And I probably just left it because I didn't have any inspiration at the moment. Like, I couldn't think of anything to write a poem about that had the title The Adorable You, aka the theme. Because most of the time, right, whenever I write poetry, it's just like I would take the title, especially for these prompts, it's really just a writing exercise for me. It's really good for writing. Like, if you're genuine advice from someone who writes poetry and writes lyric on an almost daily basis, even though it's like not daily because I'm really like I'm a slacker, a little bit of a slacker, so you know, I try my best, but sometimes I don't end up writing every single day, but I try to, you know, like I try to think of similes and couplets, stuff like that, so that it can be useful. Like I don't lose any of the skills that I've built up by doing a lot of writing. But doing these kinds of like quick prompt based poetry writing sessions has helped me so much in lyric writing. Like, I used to be good at writing lyrics even before I started writing. No, I've been writing poetry since I was like very young. So the thing is, my lyric writing is very inspired by how poetry is. I like to use a lot of rhyme and rhythm in my lyrics, which is a good thing because it just sort of complements everything really well. So even without like any accompaniment or any harmony next, like to complement my melodies are themselves are really strong. So most of the time it's not like I need a complicated harmony to back it up. It's just something simple always does the trick for me, which is such a plus. But I think that's also a consequence of the way that I approach lyric writing or the way that I approach songwriting, which is always melody first, because that's just how I've done it all my life, and I don't know how to do it in any other way. So it's not like I can't do the opposite, which is like figuring, like having some chords to improvise over. I'm really good at that too, surprisingly. But you know, like I think having the experience of quick improvisations of lyrics, aka poetry, really helps. Like if you're just a writer who's looking for a quick challenge, or you're someone who likes to dabble in writing lyrics or poetry, etc., this is such a fun way to approach it. Like it always feels like a surprise whenever you look at prompts that other people have come up with, and you're like, I sort of peeked into their brain for a little bit, you know? Like it's just such an intimate kind of exchange where you give me something that you thought of and I try to connect it to something that I can think of, and it's just such a nice exchange, and it just makes me feel really happy. And then also the plus point here is that it's a writing exercise in many ways, and it requires for me to rack my brain to make a convincing story, something that actually makes sense instead of just nonsense. Like I've noticed that a lot of songwriters like to start by writing random nonsense, and I can tell you that that's a really good way to start. Like it always ends up with you figuring something out or the other. Like, you know, like how when I was writing Sena on stream, and it just sort of was like I'm trying to connect the dots, but it does start with a lot of like nonsense where it's like I'm not really sure where this is going. But the thing is, for these prompts where they already have a very like a theme. They're already telling me like, hey, this is the name and this is what it's the like everything. It's done, you know? Like I don't need to pick a title for this. It's fine. Like the title can totally be the whatever the prompt is. I think it makes more sense if the title of the poem is the prompt itself, because that kind of introduces to you what the poem's supposed to be about. Like, as an example, because this is a good one, A Cup of Hope is the prompt, and it's also the title. And when I started writing this, I don't even remember what was going through my brain, but I can tell you that there's a coherent story, and like it just makes sense, right? So like, mine is deep. It never runs out and never spills clean. Overflows like a cornucopia, fills up like a shallow bowl. Even when it looks empty, it's full of hope. Oh, I drink some every single day. Even when I drink the whole cup, it fills up right away. There's so much freaking rhyme. Actually, I should analyze my own poetry, because I don't remember half of these. Let's be honest. I'm not known for the best, like, this is not in my brain palace portion. The people who clean my memory palace are just like, you know, a lot of this stuff is just counts as, okay, it's not really necessary to remember this, because records of it exist, and whenever you do look at it, you're probably gonna remember something that you did about it, so like they get rid of it. And so I really like how I did the every single day it fills up right away. Like, it just is so good. And then like, you can never have too much of it, and yet even a little is enough. A cup of hope looks different for everyone, but my cup looks like me. I don't know why I ended it like that, but it's still pretty good. I think I would want to change it to mine looks like me, but mine looks like me. You know, like not my cup, but mine looks like me. But mine looks like me. A cup of hope looks different for everyone, but mine looks like me. That's better than but my cup looks like me, because that's a mouthful. It's more syllables than is necessary. Anyways, it is a good example. There's like so many though. Let me see. Oh, this one I gave a name to, Stasis. Yeah, some of them I give names to if I feel like the prompt doesn't, you know, quite do it justice. But I have a lot of poetry now that I think about it. It's kind of insane. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm glad that I was able to write such excellent poetry. I don't know what it does. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm actually like, I'm not embarrassed, but it's just like, like even like the strangest like prompts, like sparkling watermelon. I think just, I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but it is fine. It's not a bad poem. It's just, it's not blowing me away. You know, like there's some of the poetry that I have written, it just kind of actually like blows me away, because I can't imagine that, hey, I wrote this. Like, I don't remember writing most of these. So like, sometimes I feel like some of them are so like insane. Like this one, the Abecedarian, oh my god, I don't remember how to pronounce this, acrostic poem. I really don't remember writing this, but I do know that it's a good poem. Like this, every single letter is just used in such a, I did a good job. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes. We're scrolling like halfway. Almost halfway. But like, there's so many poems. I'm still not sure how many there are. I should probably sit and count them. But I wanna move on. Let's actually get to writing some poetry. But like, my thoughts still stay the same, where I'm like, if you are somebody who writes for whatever, something that you're writing for, like even if you write like for papers and stuff, I feel like doing writing exercises does improve the way that you approach writing, where it's more fun instead of annoying and challenging. At least for me, I used to do a lot of these in school, where I'd ask some of my, like, you know, whoever's sitting next to me, usually one of my friends, and I'd be like, can you give me like a random word? I'm gonna make a song out of it in like, you know, like I'm gonna make a song out of it. Like I would sing it for 30 seconds and I would do it instantaneously. I actually still want to do that. It's just that, like, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but I do want to do that. Like, totally, like, just give me a word and I'm gonna try to make a song out of it. No music, nothing, just whatever comes in my brain at the moment. I think that's what I consider true improvisation, is that it's so instantaneous. You don't even have time to actually process stuff, where it's like you have to do everything in a split second. Like if they gave you the word lips, then you had to make a song that has either the word lips or it's made around lips, which is hard to do in like a split second. But if you think about it, it's a really good exercise for budding musicians who wanna, like, you know, improvise and learn how to do more stuff and practice their skills and keep themselves on their toes, you know, not sit still, not like just get too comfortable where they are. Because like for stuff like any creative art, I feel like challenging yourself or giving yourself these things to look forward to helps with the way that you want to approach the rest of your art. Because, you know, like anything that you do as a job and you're also passionate about, you are going to find yourself where you're like, I'm doubting what my goals are. Is it just for fame, fortune, or is it because I'm passionate about it, because I feel alive? Giving yourself these small things to look forward to and do, like, you know, like have fun with it with no pressure. Like, you're not even gonna approach it like an exercise. You're not trying to be coherent. It's just for fun. I think that sort of lightens the load that doing official work stuff has on any creative's mind. At least for me, it works that way, where I feel like less pressure to deliver something and say that, hey, like concretely, like, hey, this is the good and this is the bad, because this is just for fun. And for fun means you can be bad, and nothing's wrong with that, because everyone's bad at something or the other, even their own jobs sometimes. And the point is not to berate yourself for not being able to do something, but the point is to celebrate the fact that you're doing it anyways. Because sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is just to keep going and say, like, hey, even if I'm sometimes bad, doesn't mean I'm always bad. Like, hey, if I was always bad, I bet I wouldn't have gotten a job in this, like, I wouldn't have received any opportunities in this line of work anyways. Especially for people who are, like, working in creative fields, where we're almost always, like, putting ourselves on that kind of, like, single plank of like work, and like having to be criticized for what we're doing, because that's just how criticism works, especially in like a formal way. Like, it's not just always for fun. Sometimes it's very serious and people might not like what you're doing. But being bad doesn't mean you're always bad. And like, somebody not enjoying what you presented them or not appreciating what you presented them is on them. Like, hey, you did your best no matter what. Their personal preference might not be this, and that's fine. Like, it's chill. There's no big deal. Why do I speak like I've been here forever? Like, I really feel like such an old person. I'm not old though. Wow. I don't know what to say. Oh well, let's get on to writing, shall we? Yeah, respect personal preferences does not mean you're bad at anything, frankly. Like, it just means that maybe your creative visions don't align. And that's mostly for people in the creative field. I don't think this is like something that happens in other fields where it's more data driven, etc. Like, there's more like facts and figures involved. But creativity, anything that involves a person's creative identity, everyone's different, so like it's not like you can force it. You can't convince someone to like impressionism if they hate it to the core, okay? Even if you're the best impressionist in the world, trust. They're not gonna suddenly be like, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful art form in existence. They're just gonna be like, I don't like it. But that doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that your personal preference is like, their personal preference is not this, which is completely okay. Does not make you less. I'm doing like a little finger heart to you guys. I don't know why, but I felt like it. So just letting you guys know. Okay, seriously though, I should get to writing. I've been rambling for about 20 minutes about stuff. I'm not sure what I said in the beginning. I really don't remember. The adorable you. This might get like not written out ever because I don't know what to write. I don't know, this is just such a I don't know if uni wanted to like make me write a poem about myself, because like the way that this is phrased is like, you're adorable, so like yes, but I'm also entirely very like not shy or embarrassed, but just like it feels weird to write a whole poem about myself. I feel like very narcissistic, so maybe not. We'll see. No, I had an idea though. I had an idea. I'm gonna write it down. The idea is ideaing. The light bulb bling moment. Words. Make it. You guys understand, right? Anyways. Oh, freaking hell, I forgot what my idea. Oh yeah, no, I remember. I see. No, that is such a bad way to start it. Seeing you in my eyes. No existence. No existence that surpasses your allure. Seeing you in my eyes, no existence that surpasses your allure. The bright, blooming soul that takes over my whole world. Bleh. Oops. Seeing you in my eyes, no existence that surpasses your allure, the bright blooming soul that takes over my whole world. You, oh you, the adorable you. If only, oh, this is like a love poem at this point. If only others, no, that's not right. If only I could express my feelings in words. Oh, oh, you. If only I could express my feelings in words. Alas, I cannot. But still, I must. You. Ah. Oh, you. The adorable you. Thank you. I'm a genius. I will accept that award. I'm gonna put a comma there because it is necessary. It is necessary. Do not think too much about punctuation. I am very bad at putting Oh you, the adorable you, ooh woo. I love that. That's such a good one. Ah, you should just add it to this document as well. Do you have the link to this document, Hex? In just like a comment or suggestion or something. Like in a comment mostly, but I'm really bad at adding punctuation to these poems, but when I handwrite them, because I normally do handwrite them, except for when I'm doing this on stream, because like it's really weird to have like handwrite those poems. Although I think I could probably do it, but then it would be more work for me, who has to type them out to put them in the archive, because I don't want to share this document with the whole world, you know? Point is, I'm really bad at adding punctuation to this. So like at some point, but when this gets published, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen anyways, I'm gonna have to add punctuation to everything that I have not added punctuation to this whole time. Yeah. I look forward to this day. Sure, why not? I will pick up calligraphy again just for this handcam poetry writing stream. Although it's gonna be just like me writing down old poetry, because I'm not like the best at at like, oh my gosh, Hex is here. Hi Hex. You changed your Fugi again. I don't have my headphones on. Yeah. Okay, now I have them on. Yay. I want to have a beverage. Oh my god. I'm gonna take the music out of my headphones because it's very distracting and I cannot focus on anything but the music if the music is playing. I mean my BGM, by the way. It's so good that I get distracted. Somebody should remind me. I'm not gonna drink any because my throat is kind of scratchy today. I went outside and decided to ignore the fact that there's so much goddamn pollution in the city I live in. And then came back home and fell asleep without really drinking any water, so. Woke up with a kind of scratchy throat. But do not worry, I am hydrating. Hydration is key. I should have gotten a straw instead of a bottle of water. I should have gotten a glass of water and a straw instead of a bottle of water. It's truly my bad. Why do I have so many? I don't think I can do the challenges. Well, I'll try to do one. But I don't know. But let's try to do the Halloween prompts. They're gonna be spooky poetry. I'm finally going back to spooky poetry because I neglected that for the longest time. I am so sorry. It's like 2 months too late. 3 months too late? It's 3 months too late. Math. Ugh. Anyways. The point is, whenever I see someone saying there's something in my closet, my first thought, especially when it's related to horror, is the Babadook. Even though that's not a monster that stays in your closet, okay? That's not the monster that stays in your closet. That's the monster under your bed. Or was it the monster that comes and feeds on your nightmares? Either way, it's a monster that scares you. And I love that film. So at some point, I want to watch it again, because it's been a while since I have. But the point is, the other thing that I can think of when I think there's something in my closet is just unsavory things. Like unsafe for work things. So yeah. Give me a second. I will try to think of something. Maybe we can do spiders. A spider monster. No. I have a friend who's scared of spiders. That's not fair to her. Because then she'll see it and she'll get scared, and I would rather not. The mental imagery, which I am known to have vivid imagery, if I'm writing something that requires vivid imagery, because I'm good at this, clearly, will scare her. I would rather not. Maybe a ghost. Maybe a cute ghost. Maybe a doorway to a different world, like Narnia, because that's in a wardrobe, right? The what's the name of the first book again? The Witch, the Wardrobe, something. The Wardrobe, the Witch, the what? I want to say monkey, but I know that's not the answer. The something something in wardrobe. The something something in witch. I know there's a wardrobe and a witch. I don't remember the last one. I'm gonna look it no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. I was gonna look it up instinctively on this, but I refuse to do that. Who knows? What if my search history is exposed? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I was forgetting the lion. I knew it was an animal. I was just like, a which animal? Which animal? Thank you so much, Hex. Anyways, I keep wanting to put it in like fantastical, different world, but obviously since it's like spooky, we should make it spooky. To be fair, I don't write a lot of horror themed thingies ever. Normally it just doesn't come up. The last time I wrote something horror was in 9th grade, which was like a short story about an assassin who was living out his last days in jail. Basically in like, it was a white, completely white room. Like, it was set in the jail. Like, you don't see what's going on, but it was really well written. I wonder if I still have it somewhere. Probably not, but it was such a good essay. I should have saved it. The short story, from what I remember, was like about an assassin. About basically, the assassin gets caught and then is put in jail. And he's put in this white room and he's going insane. And he feels lonely and depressed and everything. And also, like, it ends with him dying or him just falling asleep or something. I don't remember how I ended it, but I remember my teacher just going like, wow, Mew, this is so good. Like, wow. I got a 19 out of 20 on that. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my gosh. And she only cut off that 1 mark because apparently you're not allowed to give full marks on grammar portions of exams and essays and stuff. So... Or I might have made a small mistake and didn't remember it, because why would I? It's from so long ago. 9th grade was like forever away. 9th grade was literally like, it's been forever since 9th grade. Wow. Recently, my sister told me that she met some of my classmates in school because they probably had come to visit some of the teachers or something, and they mistook her for me. And I was like, dude, like, she's literally in her school uniform. How do you mistake your own classmate who's the same age as you as somebody who looks... My sister doesn't look the same as me, okay? I genuinely mean that. We have different skin tones, we have different hair types, we have different, like, face shapes and everything. Like, at most, you can say that we look sort of similar, because obviously we do look kind of similar. It's unavoidable. But, like, you know, if you grew up with me, obviously you're not gonna mistake my sister for me. I was appalled. I even thought of, like, texting my classmates and being like, you guys met my sister and decided to not text me even after you guys knew about the fact that I was in the city. And I was just like, actually don't care. I would rather not see them. Like, I will play the willing fool. I don't know anything about them. I don't know that they met my sister. I never heard of it. If they tell me ever, I'm gonna be like, oh, you did? Wow, I just didn't remember that. No one told me. I'm ignorant. This was also random, but I just had to tell someone else. Like, between my sister and me, she told me that, like, yesterday, day before yesterday at night, and I was like kind of tired. Ignorance is bliss. And then I was like, maybe I should text these people right now. And it was also like almost 1 a.m. in the morning. I was like, I'm not insane to go and text classmates I haven't talked to in like a while at 1 a.m. in the morning. for like something like this. So I was like, okay, if I still want to talk to them like tomorrow morning whenever I wake up, or like, then I'll think about it. And then it just never ended up happening because I was like, I actually really don't care. Like, I don't care. I would just rather not. It's easier to live without them being involved in my life in any capacity, you know? It was funny though, the fact that they mistook my sister, who is 4 years younger than me, mind you, for me. Listen, you guys, they have been in college for as long as I have. Why are they acting as if I would still be in school? On what? Like, where? Where were your brain cells? Where did you not think about it before saying my name to my sister and going like, oh my gosh, Mew? No, she is not Mew. I'm offended. Listen, I thought I made an impression on everyone I know, because I did. I'm pretty sure no one will be able to forget me for the rest of their lives, because I am like actually insane to the point where I genuinely feel like I traumatized most of my classmates by the sheer virtue of being myself. I'm not saying that I'm traumatizing, I'm just saying that they are weak. I'm also not saying that. I might be emotionally charged in the situation for them thinking that my sister was me. Especially since I take it as like a personal insult that you couldn't recognize me. Or even if you didn't recognize it, how do you think my sister is me? How do you do that? We're not even like close in age. I would understand if she was like only a year or two younger, but she's 4 years younger. How do you mistake my sister for me? In which word? We are not twins. We do not look the same as each other. She's taller than me, by the way. I don't get it. Point is, I'm done talking about this specific topic. My classmates... My classmates. It's like, good night. I will miss you. Even though you're only going to sleep, but good night. Bye-bye, Hex. She's gone. Okay, seriously, you should get back to writing. How have I gotten distracted for the second time? I've spent the first 20 minutes talking. Fine. It's chill. That's just what anyone would do, right? And then I spent like 10 minutes writing this poem, slowly but surely, hemming and hawing all the way through. I'm still talking and still like taking a tangent, but this is good. Not bad. I mean, like, it's bad, but it's not really that bad. It's still fun. Yeah. I want to... I don't know what to write with there's something in my closet. Once again, I want to go back to Narnia themed, or well, not Narnia themed, but Narnia inspired. Maybe not, because I honestly don't remember a lot of Narnia at this point. Maybe I should reread those. Is it public domain? Because then I would do it on stream. If it's not, tough luck for me and you guys. I don't know what's going on. I started reading a new book. Let me tell you guys the name of it, okay? And I'll even tell you guys what I thought about the book. I'm doing such hard work to try and not write this spoil. I started reading a new book called I Have a Shop of Infinite Resources. And it has a female protagonist. It's set in an apocalyptic timeline. It has some... It's not like rebirth, but it's more transmigration. Pretty good. I enjoyed myself. It's not like a completed book. It's not a completed novel yet. So I just read up till the latest chapter, which was, I think it was chapter 453. And then there's nothing after that yet. Whenever it comes out, I shall be sure to devour it instantly because it was fun to read. My stomach is... I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. Kind of uncomfortable, actually. Why, stomach? Why? Why would you do this? Have I told you guys about this other book that I've been reading called A Girl Who Wants to Be Beneficial to Society? I think that's the full name. It's a really nice book. I'm really enjoying myself. Yeah, a beneficial person to society. The name of the book is A Girl Who Wants to Be a Beneficial Person to Society. It's quite good, I would say. Like, not surprisingly though, because like the site that I was reading it on, it's called ACK Novel, AKK Novel. I know, why would they pick something that is so easy to misspell or misremember? But the thing is that I like the most about books, like I really like books that have system administrator systems with like either they give you like some sort of power up, level up capability, something like that. And this one is similar, but it's like almost showing her like it gives her bonuses if she does something like good deeds or whatever, and she just has to walk to earn money, which is pretty cool because I would also want that. And she, you know, like because she has like some sort of assurance, because like the basic trope is like it's weak to strong. So she's like super weak before that, and then starts becoming stronger and stronger as far like the more she goes on. And so I quite like it because one, I've been following it from basically the beginning. I say basically, but I mean like I've been following it from the beginning. Like I'd saved the book in my reading list at like chapter 3 or 4 when it came out, and started reading when it got to like chapter 20, I think, and now it's on chapter 200. There's almost like 6 chapters every single day, which is kind of insane, I know. Like I also get surprised where I'm like, what the heck, 6 chapters? But they go by so fast because my reading speed is quite fast, like genuinely sometimes concerning, where I'm like, am I gonna be able to sustain the consumption of books? Because then consuming these many books also means finding more books, and I love looking for books. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite things to do. I'm completely not even writing anymore. You know what? Pause on this. I don't know what to write for. There's something in my closet. I'm sure I'll figure something out for something else, but like the point is I read really fast, and I also go kind of crazy while reading, where I will just hyperfixate on it until it's like I've reached the most recent chapter, etc. I really like reading, which is why I do this. I also really like scrolling to find new books. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. Genuinely, it is. Like, I will spend hours looking for good books and then maybe not even read the books anytime soon, but I will enjoy myself thoroughly. And as far as I know, a lot of other people like to do that. It's like a common thing between bookworms, you know? But some people like to do it in bookstores, which I do. But because I process books really quickly, like I can read like a summary in like less than a minute. So I don't enjoy spending that much time trying to figure out what the book's about, because I don't need to. Like if the summary interests me and the name of the book and the cover interests me, then I will get it. There's nothing like I think the biggest spendthrift when it comes to books, but I also like good deals for books. Like I am really adamant on being like, I want to have a collection, but only when I can house it. Even though right now I have about 200 books just in shelves in my room, outside my room, all over my house. My mom has at least 500 books that has normally. So like, yeah, reading does run in the family. I know. My grandfather's also a big like reader. He really liked reading. I think these days he's a little bit more interested in watching shows. But that might also be because they take longer while reading for him. I don't think it takes that long. I think he's also a relatively fast fast-paced reader. My mom's really slow though. Oh my gosh, she's painfully slow to the point where I actually just want to shake her and go, can you please read faster? Like sometimes she wants me to read a book that she has, which is mostly self-help because it pertains to her like professional life, but that's also the kind of books that she enjoys reading the most. If not that, then it's usually romance. But I like a lot of the books that she buys. Like, it's not always self-help, it's just like non-fiction sometimes, where it's just like completely unrelated to anything that I'm currently interested in. But I read a lot of non-fiction as well because I enjoy reading whatever the heck I can get my hands on. But the older I get, I think the more picky I become, and my moods change quicker than I can keep up with sometimes, you know, because like I'm almost always in a mood for like a trashy cultivation novel because it just makes me feel really comforted. But they're also insanely long and usually not finished, so it's also like it's a commitment to keep staying and reading it, and I don't always want to keep up with that. So I end up like losing steam somewhere, so I don't want to keep up with it. But the thing about my mom is she doesn't like read fiction a lot. I think her first fiction novel series was was 50 Shades of Grey. I know. I was appalled as well. I was like, there's so many better books. Why would you pick that as your first? But the thing is, because my mom really doesn't enjoy fiction that much, she doesn't really care. She enjoys non-fiction way more, so she ends up just buying a lot of books that are non-fiction. Like, there was this one that was about regression therapy, and it had a lot of case studies and real life like stories from the people who had done this with Dr. Brian Webster Reith. I don't know, Dr. Brian something. And I remember really liking that specific series of books about regression therapy, and I was like, maybe I should try it. And I was like, nah, that's probably not gonna work on me, but I really liked the stories. I felt like, wow, this is somebody's real life was like this. Sometimes even non-fiction feels a lot like fiction, but because my mom, her like professionally, she deals with a lot of like mental health and stuff like that. So mental health issues and stuff like that. So she ends up reading a lot of like self-help, self-improvement, psychology related mental health stuff, like non-fiction books, and end up makes me also read them sometimes when she's like, oh my gosh, this is so good, you should read it. And then I randomly buy her books that are pertaining to this specific area of the section of books in any bookstore. Have I mentioned that there's this new bookstore that opened up in my city? Well, it's not new anymore, but when it opened up, it was really new. It's from one of my favorite franchises in the city. There's not like a lot of branches outside of my city, I believe, but in my city, it was one of the bookstores that I visited every single time I was in the area. Every single time. So there was this mall that the bookstore was close to. It was literally like opposite the mall entrance. So whenever we'd go to that mall, because when I was younger, that mall was the only mall that was like kind of decent in the area. Everything else was kind of like ragged and sad. So we would go to that mall almost every other time. Whenever we're going to the mall, we're going to go there, or we're going to go to a faraway mall that is significantly more effort to get to and do things at. So we'd always go to the closer one and to watch films, etc. And the bookstore that I was talking about, the bookstore that I adore because it's just such a pretty name, and I just always loved how I felt inside the bookstore. So I would force my mom to take me to the bookstore every single time, and almost every single time I'd walk out of there with a book in my hands. I think every single time I step into a store that has books, I'm gonna buy a book. And it's only ever so recently happened that I don't really buy a lot of books when I go out, because I don't go out that much. And then whenever we do go out, I already have something else I'm doing. So I'm too exhausted mentally to care about wanting to... Like, I still browse through them, but I won't buy any, because usually, like, the mall that I end up going to the most is the one that's most popular in my city these days. And the bookstore inside the mall, it's not the best. It doesn't have the best selection. So I don't end up wanting to go and like read and buy books from there, because it's like the selection is so limited, and I've read a lot of the books that they're showing off. So I'm like, do I really want to buy any of these? No. But I'm notorious for reading really fast. Like, I remember one of my cousins, they handed me like, I think 150 or 200 page novel and were like, oh my gosh, Mew, how long will you take to finish reading this? And that was a few years ago, and I took 15 minutes. But also, like, just to like just to defend myself, it had a huge font and it had pictures sometimes. So I don't really think it counts as 150. I think it was closer to 100 pages, which is like a completely reasonable amount to read in 15 minutes. Like a few years ago, I don't think I can keep up with that speed today, but that's also because I don't read like that anymore. I do, but it's not the same because I don't read that many physical books. I end up reading a lot more on my phone because it's more convenient and everything. Like, I want to go back to reading more physical books though, because it just feels so good to have something in your hands while you're, you know, like to really focus on and read. But I'm also, like, I also end up having like a lot of random noise placed around me while I'm reading these days. Like, sometimes I have like something playing in the background while I'm reading so that I can read faster. I don't know what it does to me to make me read fast, but it does do something. It's kind of insane actually when you think about it. I don't even have my hands on the keyboard anymore. Like, I'm literally sitting back, relaxed, just chatting. But I should write something. Okay, I don't think I have any ideas for there's something in my closet, so let's go for Red Moon because it sounds more fun and pretty imagery. Blood Red. Blood Red. Blood Red. Calling. Calling. Blood Red calling. Blood Red summons. Blood Red summons. Hi, Ramon. Blood Red summons. The world spins wrong. The skies darken at 11 o'clock. The skies darken at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. O'clock. Huh? Is that right? I don't think that's right. 11 o'clock? Yeah, maybe that's better. I think that one's better actually. The skies dark. Blood Red summons. The world spins wrong. The skies darken at 11 o'clock. Can I add in the morning? Okay, you know what? That's just a new verse itself. In the morning. A new stanza. In the morning. Huh. In the morning. The stars align. Glowing colors that will something ein. More, the stars align, glowing colors that will seem divine. Divine. This night changes all. This night changes all. This night changes all. The red moon. It calls. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. Blood Red summons, the world spins wrong, the skies darken at 11 o'clock. In the morning, the stars align, glowing colors that will seem divine. This night changes all, the red moon, it calls. The red moon, it calls. It calls to me. And yet. No, not and yet. The red moon, it calls to me. In every way that waves can take. Maze confusing. Maze confusing arrays. Oh, I love the wordplay there. Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so smart and cool and awesome. Wow. This night changes all the red moon it calls to me in every way that ways can take. Maze confusing arrays. Bewitching all. No. I'm using all way too much. Bewitching the world. The glow that unfurls. Red moon. Bewitching the world, the red glow that unfurls. Red moon. The glow that unfurls. Red moon. Red moon. Blood red moon. Red moon, blood red moon. Worship. Red moon, blood red moon. Worship. Worship and falter. No, red moon. Well, maybe it can be like a last pair, like bewitching the world, the red glow that unfurls. Red moon, I am in your arms, in your something. I'm missing a word. I know the word, I can't remember it. Bewitching the world, the glow that unfurls. Red moon, I am in your what is the word? Oh my god. Red moon, I am in your something. I am in your enthrall. Did I already use enthrall? I'm in your enthrall. Yeah, actually that's pretty good. Oh. Is that even the right word? Define enthrall. Capture, yeah. Okay, nice. I did use the right word. The word that I wanted to use has been used. Hex is sending me a message. Oh, I know what this is about actually. I sent her a reel of a buffet we should go to. And, well, point is, obviously we're not going right now. We just came back from the holidays, so it's not gonna be anytime soon. But I was like, hey, next time we go to Singapore, we should go to this buffet because it looked really nice. And the reel I sent would only really highlighted the options that they had for like meat and the value for money sort of items that you get the most out of. And I was like, I'm sure they have vegetarian options too. Like, it's not like they're only gonna set up a meat buffet without like any vegetables at all. So we'll see. I believe I've been here for an hour and all I've done is talk and write like 2 songs. Two poems. What songs? What the heck? Mew, stop confusing yourself. Jesus. I am on the 23rd page right now. What? This is becoming really long. This is so long. Actually, might want to take a break. I feel so sleepy all of a sudden. I don't even know why. I wish I could change the way that this looks. I am talking about the chat box, by the way, and nothing else. I just am more and more annoyed by how it looks. Maybe next time I will think about putting it over here instead. You know, on the left instead of the right. I don't know, maybe that's a bad idea. I'm trying to not develop, but like, I was trying to make a new set of overlays, so I went on Pinterest to like, look at all sorts of inspirational photos, you know, just things that might interest me to make new overlays. I want to go for like a much simpler concept suddenly. Like just a warm, like a dark color with like maybe a few doodles on it. Why? Because I don't know, I felt like it might be right. I need to take a break though. I do. My stomach is literally crying out. We will do a BRB. I shall be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Shadow. I am feeling much better now. Bathroom break was perhaps very necessary. And frankly, I feel like my stomach might just be really angry at me for just being insane. Yes. That is the only thing I can think of that would make sense, so yeah. Anyways, let's pick the next prompt to do. I got the writing spooky poetry is much harder than I remember. Although I don't think I've done it enough to actually remember much about it. But yeah, let's go. Wild and free. How do we feel about that? I don't know, but because the first thing that I think about is like a self, like self-reflection kind of poem instead of like a scary poem. Or like even if it's not, I think about a horse when I think of wild and free. And that might be because of Barbie Horse Adventures and Barbie the Ponytail. A ponytail. I don't know if you guys have watched that one because it's I love that one so much. Oh my god. The music, chef's kiss. Because there's a song that goes, some people say you're not around, you can be found. Whoa. I'm pretty sure I'm singing it wrong, but I also have a very terrible memory of it. Like, I just don't remember what the actual song is, but yeah. Is Myth here? I don't think so. I mean, I did not see him, if that's what I don't think I can see any of you like this. Except your names. I do see the names, but... Hex was here. Ramon was here. Hex left, though. Hex went to sleep. Ramon was here. Probably still here. I don't know, because I didn't check. I don't know how you would check anyways. And you're here. I don't think Myth is here. No panda headbands. Yeah, it's so sad. Hopefully he can join before the stream ends at some point, I really just don't want to write these two. There's something in my closet and wild and free, just like the context is all wrong. They don't make me think of Halloween, they make me think of other things. Wild and free just makes me think of horses, and there's something in my closet just instantly makes me want to write a poem about somebody hiding in the closet in a attempt to hide from something because they did something with the other person in the room. You guys get it, right? I don't know what you would write for Witch's Party, because that by itself it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like Witch's Party, they're partying witches. What do I write? Describe the party scene? Sure, why not? Let's describe the witches partying. Oh, the punch bowl has lizard's tails. The music. Is ruin. No, the punch bowl has lizards. Lizard tails. The food reminds of the food reminds of a spell failed. I'm good at this. The punch bowl has lizard tails. The food reminds of spell failed. Fails. Eyeballs. Eyeballs and frog legs. Frogs legs galore. Plenty to share and plenty to store. Cats and bats. And what is another common familiar type? There's cats. I know there's bats. Familiars around. Cats and bats and familiars around. They have a circle that shouldn't be found. The music reminds of a spooky theme. Don't try to remember. You might call on theme, cream, leam, deem. Deem, eam, theme, fg, geem, him. Call on him. Why? You have so many. I do. Thank you for recognizing the multitude of amazing things I can do. I'm always willing to provide. Oh no. Don't try to remember. You might call on him. Actually, that isn't bad. It's almost a rhyme. It's close enough, you know? The music reminds of a spooky theme. Don't try to remember. You might call on him. No, don't. Oh my gosh, don't envy me. I'm sure you have plenty of talents, okay? You seem, you are so sweet. And you seem quite intelligent from your various words that I have seen you speak. And you seem quite good at gaming, which I envy, because I'm honestly not good at gaming. But, there's no reason to envy me. It's not like there's always mountains above mountains. So there's always going to be people who are better than you. But that's no reason to put yourself down. I don't think you're putting yourself down, though. I just think envying me is kind of useless. This is just... It's not really... I guess you could say it's not very a helpful skill in this case. You're so awesome. I think you're amazing. You light up my day. You do that. Yeah. Every single time I see you guys, I just feel so happy and excited for every single day. Because, there's stuff to be excited about. But the point is, this is a skill that can be trained. I was not born good at it. I just practiced. So do not feel like you cannot do this, because in the end it's just a matter of practice. It's just a matter of experience. It's just a matter of opening your eyes and trying your best, because your best is what is it? It is the best. I was really trying so hard to think of words, like my brain is hella lag. I'm like trying. Words are not around. They escape. They gone. No helpful. Like, do you think poetry writing is helpful? Yo. I need to tell you something. I don't think me being able to write poetry is helpful to anyone. Except for this stream. It is helpful to this stream, but it's not helpful to people. What do you mean it is? My poetry isn't changing the world, is it? Oh god, that's a heavy burden to bear, though. I don't think anyone's talents need to change the world. Unless, you can cure cancer. By then, I think you should change the world. That's like a talent that I want. Like, I would say that would probably change the world. Not probably, definitely would change the world. So, like, ah. Hey, can we find the people who can cure cancer? Maybe, like, put them into a little black room and make sure that they cure cancer. I have unsavory ideas today. I think the spooky theme might be affecting me. Don't try to remember, you might call on him, or you might. The music reminds of a spooky theme. Am I just swallowing up words? Poetry plus good voice equals too much. You're so cute. You're so cute. Don't try to remember, you might call on him. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it as is. A witch's party. A witch's party. Party is a dangerous place. One wrong word. One wrong word. And you might... And one wrong word, you might die in haste. I don't know, that feels like it's... The punch bowl has lizard tails, the food reminds of spell fails, eyeballs and frog legs galore, plenty to share and plenty to store. Cats and bats and familiars around, they have a circle that shouldn't be found. The music reminds of a spooky theme, don't try to remember, you might call on him. A witch's party is a dangerous place, one wrong word, you might die you might die in place, in haste, in place, in... You might die in... No, there's something wrong. I'm missing the word that I actually want to use. One wrong word. You might die in place, face, case. I can't think of any other words that rhyme with place. Ace, base, says, dace, yes. That is not a word. None of those were words, honestly. Face, fg, gaze, haste, haste. Oh, in vain. Oh my gosh. Trying to forget. I wasn't even trying to rhyme. I just wanted to, like, say that you might die for nothing. Because you decided to say something at a wizard, like a witch's party. And witches are scary. I'm not gonna do the other two Halloween prompts because they're just not Halloween-y. Like, there's something in my closet is still Halloween, but my brain is going straight to the not safe for work category of things I can write. And Wild and Free just makes me think of horses. So, I don't think I want to write about a horse in a Halloween poem, okay? That just makes no sense. So, I think we could do the reverse poem challenge that Soleil sent. I'm interested. We should try it, actually. And then I'll update the archive, the poetry archive. My ears are itchy. I don't know. The behind my ears is itchy. Like the part that's just under my ear flap, the ear pinna, it's kind of itchy and I don't know why. But it's very annoying. Huh. Try a reverse poem. I know what this kind of poem is, but I also am not sure of the principles that surround writing something like this. So, we shall see. I don't even know what it should be about. Normally, they're like almost opposite meanings because the way that they're read is changed, right? So like if you read from top to bottom, there's one meaning, and when you read from bottom to top, there's another. But I would want to do something where the meaning stays the same, which is kind of insane. Cat screechies. Yeah. I don't know what a Venn diagram poem is. Should I search that up? Because I was curious, but I just never went ahead to search what that is. A Venn diagram poem. Ah. Oh my god. Is it like two poems that like some part of them can be combined together? It's literally a Venn diagram. That poems that are Venn diagram. Okay. I might actually be able to do that at oh, this is too broad. With any topic, I don't know. With any topic, I don't know if I'll be able to do one of these. Maybe I should leave them for later. Do you have any prompts for me right now, Shadow? I am willing to take a new one right now. Because I don't want to write these. I'm a coward. Okay? Not really, but kind of. It can be anything. Let me give you examples, okay? Mimi once sent me a prompt that was sparkling watermelon, just out of nowhere. And then another one was cows. And jam and toast. And eggs and roast. And bread and butter. And cheese and bread. There were so many that had food. There was like so many that had food. Wait, there's more that have food. There was one that was fried chicken. I've never had, I mean, I think I've had fried chicken, but I don't remember. Sugar honey iced tea. Ah, that one I love so much. I love this one. It's so good. And then, wait, there was another one that was food, I think. It's just really random. Boba and bagels. Yeah, that one. Cats and hearts? No, you can just, it can be any random thought. Don't even think too much about it. Just be like, okay, I want you to write a poem about this. I need to see what this would come up, you know? How that you would write a poem about this. Cats and hearts is too easy. It's like once again asking me to write a poem about myself, which is low-key narcissistic. Don't know if I want to do that. So I'm sipping on water. Love water. Water so good. Do you love water? Everyone should love water. If you do not love water, go fall in love with water. I don't know why I'm doing that. It just sounded so much fun in the moment, and then it's actually not. Honestly, kind of funny sounding, you know? Maybe I should put my poetry on Twitter as well. Just some random ones. Water delicious. Feast plus ice. So like ice feast or literally just feast plus ice? How do I add that? Why did that? Okay. Feast and ice. Okay. Let's do this one. I'm excited. Yay. Okay. Feast and ice. Huh. My first thought is it's like a cold feast, but now I kind of want to do seafood feast because I always think that the ice underneath the seafood when they bring it out in like a buffet and whatever, like I know it's you're not supposed to eat it, but I always think about, do people actually eat it? So I'm gonna go, this is gonna be kind of spooky. They say do not eat the ice that is left after the feast. Poison it is to weak humans, to weak flesh bags. Yeah, that's a good one. Poison it is to weak flesh bags that we are. And yet, they do not warn against... why am I swallowing letters even when I'm trying to type them? And yet they do not warn. And yet they do not warn of the allure of such of the ice. It looks enticing sometimes more than the feast itself. All the glorious chef specials couldn't compare to its icy... No, special Gesho? That's not a word. Gesho. Another K. Wow. Another CK sound. Lesho. Special. Shul. ULL. Icy. Lull. All the glorious chef specials couldn't compare to its icy lull. Icy. It glints glorious. No more glorious. It glints. It glints like diamond. No, it glints victorious. Drawing attention to its diamond reflection. Oh, I'm so smart. And yet flashbacks meat, and yet meat cannot eat for fear of venom. What? Am I literally spitting verses right now? I am, but the feast for The eyes. A feast for the eyes. Eyes and even. Oh, I cannot read your name, but hi. I didn't see there are streams that write poetry while streaming. This is just like okay, safe to say it's just because I want an excuse to write poetry that I don't have to think of the concepts for. So I just really ask my viewers and my friends to come up with random prompts for me to write poetry about. I think some things that you have to pay attention to when you write poetry is just the best way to know what to write and how to catch people's attention, how to make it interesting would be to read more poetry yourself, for sure. Like, as long as you read more poetry, there's definitely a lot of poetry you can read, a lot of contemporary, a lot of the classics, you know, to figure out exactly what they do so that people who are reading it are, you know, enjoy it and are interested in knowing what it's about, etc. But even then, I think it's just whether or not you're having fun with it. A lot of these might not be interesting for other people to read. Like, one of them, I can say an example for that is this one, the sparkling watermelon, which I'm not really sure what it is about anymore, even though I wrote it. But yeah, I don't think this is very interesting to read, but it was fun to write. It was a challenge. I really just do this for fun. The bonus is that it's a writing exercise that helps me in my lyric writing, but it's usually just for fun. Just to be clear, so I don't think YouTube is just gonna think that you're a cannibal, okay? Chill. I don't think it's YouTube's job to do that, but yeah, a feast. I forgot where I was. Drawing attention to its diamond reflection, meat cannot eat for fear of venom. A feast for the eyes on full stomachs. So don't stomach the feast and ice. So don't stomach. Where did I didn't even end up writing the don't. Wow. So don't stomach the feast and ice. Oh, that was a good one. That was fun to write. That was so flowy. Okay, I think there have been cases yeah. Exactly, like, no, IRL cases does not mean that YouTube's gonna think you're a cannibal, you know? Let me update the what is it called? What is it called? The poetry archive? Let me update it. I cannot believe yet again I am updating the poetry archive, even though I did it literally at the start of this stream. I'll keep updating it though, because that's the point. I really like the poetry we've written up until now. It's all so good. Yeah, it's always gonna be available on my Discord. So like, if you want to read more poetry that I've written, all the old ones as well, go check out the Discord server. If you're not already on there, I mean. But yeah, the poetry archive is just gonna stay there forever because that's its purpose, to archive all the poetry that I have written up until now. And hopefully whenever I end up publishing this, to help me decide which ones to actually put in that stupid book. I say stupid, but I love it already, okay? I have too many plans that must be realized. So it just ends up meaning that I have a lot of stuff going on constantly. Ah, this is so good. The Witch's Party prompt was so much fun to write as well. Even though I completely forgot where I was in the middle. Got distracted and all that, you know? But yeah. Feast and Ice. This one is such a good one. Oh, Shadow, you did such a... Your brain is beautiful. Your brain is so beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna do any of the challenge poetry today. Maybe next poetry writing time, you know? Maybe next time I do poetry writing, probably next week. Which also means if anyone wants to send prompts, go ahead, send them on the Discord. On the Discord server, there's a thread. Aww, really? But your brain is so wonderful. I really love your brain. Ah, I do really love your brain. Your brain is so awesome. That's why you're amazing. Even without your brain being awesome, you'd still be amazing though, trust. Trust. Okay. Anyone wants to give me a prompt right now before I end up being like, okay guys, I'm gonna turn off this document. So I'm giving you guys the last few chances to give me a new prompt. Another one, if anyone wants to give it to me, I will write it. I shall indeed. I don't know what the hashtags on this specific, you know what? Wow, I don't know why there's hashtag Valorant on this. I don't remember. I'm gonna change it so that it's more poetry focused. Poetry writing. Okay, save. Hehehehe. Okay. I will give you guys like the next 3 minutes to send me a prompt if you want to. And if not, then that's it for all the poetry I'm writing today. I think I'll probably end up talking a little bit more because I don't know why, but I end up talking a lot. Even though I only wrote like 1, 2, 3, 4 poems. That's actually quite a good amount. I think my favorite poem from today is definitely The Adorable You. It just kind of... It did such a good job. It's an old one, but it's one that I've been looking forward to writing. Gourmet and Hunt? Gourmet Hunt? Why are there so many... You know what? I get it. Food is just... Food is so good. Alas, we hunt. Night and day. For the flavor that cannot. For the flavor of the sun. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna hunt for the flavor of the sun. Does it taste like toasty marshmallows? All warm, toasty marshmallows? All warm and gooey. A hug. Mayhaps. Maybe it tastes like burnt toast. A little heavy and yet familiar to all. And yet familiar to all. What if it tastes like... Okay, warm hot soup. Like hot soup. Bubbling and cozy. And warms you up. That warms you up. Like hot soup bubbling and cozy and warms you up. I usually end up using a mix of American and British English spellings, which is like completely on accident. I'm not even doing it on purpose, but it just happens. Yikes. Alas, we hunt night and day for the flavor of the sun. Does it taste like toasty marshmallows, all warm and gooey? A hug, mayhaps? Maybe it tastes like burnt toast, a little heavy and yet familiar to all. What if it tastes like hot soup, bubbling and cozy and warms you up? Maybe like what else feels like the sun? Like fresh air, warm and oh, bright and beautiful. Bright and beautiful. Caressing. Caressing the tongue, yes. I am very good. I am a poet. I am going hard. I am, yes. Even with so many hypotheses. Hypotheses. How do you spell that? Hypothesis? These? We cannot find a satisfying one. Even with so many hypotheses, a conclusion cannot be found. Too many people, too many experiences, too many memories, all that taste like the sun, all that tastes like the sun. So profound. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. Oh, that's such a good one too. Ah, I love that. Okay, wait, let me... You're certified jack of all trades? Oh, thank you. That's such a compliment. I really appreciate that. I really do. I always feel so flattered when people compliment me because it's just such a... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like... When you get complimented genuinely, it just feels like somebody's giving you a hug and saying like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. That's what I feel like whenever I get a compliment. And I want to share that energy so hard. I don't know how though. Jack of all trades. It's trades. Jack of all trades, master of none, and yet better than a master of one. I don't think that's the actual full saying. I'm pretty sure I twisted it somehow, but the full saying goes something like Jack of all trades, master of none, and yet something master of one. It's either better or it's either better than a master of one or something like similar to the word better. I forgot. Okay, that's it. For real, that's enough poetry writing for today. I did not want to end on 4 because 4 is a terrible number, which is why I was asking for a prompt. But 5 is a good number. We love 5. Somehow I'm sleepy. Even though I slept basically half the day away. I didn't go to sleep last night. You made my dream come true about a poem? What do you mean? I'm glad I could help you make your dreams come true, but what? I'm also curious as to which poem it was. I have no idea. But yeah, this was so much fun to do. Oh my gosh, today was a great day. A poem having gourmet. Ah, I think I could do more. Like a series of gourmet poems, you know, gourmet sun flavor hunt. Like, this isn't like really gourmet. I think gourmet could go more into the intricacies of fine dining. I really dumbed it down. So maybe I'll take another try at it next time I do a poetry writing stream. Although it's not right now because I am quite tired of writing, at least for now. I'm sure I will be a-okay soon. About poetry writing, I mean. You know? Because, like, poetry writing is a lot of fun, but it also requires a lot of brain power. Okay, let me put the music back in my headphones because I've been turning it all off. The biggest reason I keep saying gourmet as a reference, is it because of, do I know this reference, question mark? Is it from anime? Is it from, TV shows? A movie? Is it Food Wars? That's the first anime that comes to mind whenever I think of gourmet, because it's just so focused around food. The concept of having a school for children to learn how to become chefs, I really like that. It's a proper culinary school, like... You're just gonna dip here, but you got hooked. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That makes me really happy. It's unexpected how many people enjoy this. Like, I could say sometimes think this might be boring. Like, I'm just doing it, but every single time I do it, people seem to enjoy it, so I will keep writing more poetry. At some point, one of this, like, I'm gonna... Not at some point, probably this year, we would start figuring out the logistics of actually getting this poetry book published and what else we want to put in it. I probably am gonna ask a friend of mine who had published a poetry book before to ask about how she did it, because she self-published it. This counts as self-publishing. Hopefully I have like a little bit more reach before I publish this. I think a lot of people would come for the poetry only, but then I'm really okay with that, because I think for any like creator that you watch or enjoy content from, it's like you can just watch what you enjoy and leave the rest. It's not like you have to watch every single thing, you know? You're totally... I'm flattered, but I don't think that, like, in the world of content creators, I am just one of them. There's so many people in the world, and I'm glad you enjoy watching me. That makes me very happy. Doesn't mean I'm bad, but I'm just not like overpowered. I'm good. I'm really good, but I'm not overpowered. At least not in my perception. But I also might be setting my goals are like way higher than anyone would expect, so that might be the case as well. But I'm glad you guys enjoy it. That's my main motivation for doing these half the time. Because some of the prompts really do stump me. Like the adorable you stumped me for like so long. Aw, that's so adorable of you. I don't mean like I'm not... I have to say that I think there's a lot of creators who write poetry, but they just don't share it. A lot of my previously written poetry, I don't want to share those because those are like known by people. Like other people have seen those before. So it'd be like kind of weird if someone I knew IRL saw this and they'd be like, oh my gosh, didn't Mew write that? Mew's a VTuber? Not that a lot of people don't already know. A lot of my friends know that I'm a VTuber. I don't even hide it. But yeah. You know, I mean, like, creators. I think everyone has a streak of creativity hidden in them. Some people decide to paint, and some people decide to sing, and some people decide to write, and some people decide to dance. And I can do quite a few of those. Just because I'm stubborn and I like everything, you know? I want them all. Literally. I should really cover I want it all. The Secret Door one. Yeah. It's such a good song. Diamond in the Rough, quite literally. Oh, I'm blushing. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys think so. As long as you guys enjoy, it doesn't matter if there's only a few of you. It's fun anyways. As long as it's fun for you and me, we're having plenty of fun, you know? But I really still want to publish this poetry book. Because, like, there's a lot of really good poetry that I would like to show off to the world, not just on Discord. So, also because, like, that's one of the more unique merch ideas I have. Oh, actually, I have a lot of unique merch ideas. Does anyone want to listen to them? Me and my friends come up with merch ideas, like a lot of them. It's mostly just me. I go crazy. Like, I really want merch, like jewelry that's also merch, but not like obviously merch, but it's like a wearable, pretty jewelry that the people who know merch. Nah. The world is on my side. Listen to me, Shadow. The world is on your side, on my side, on our side. Everything we want, we will get. You know? Because we're just lucky like that. We're just beloved like that. And so, yeah, I genuinely mean be arrogant and trust that the world will provide you what you want. It just works out like that. Just like a literal example from today. I went out in the morning to take a walk. My excuse for taking the walk was I wanted to go and buy ramen, which I had been putting off for like the last few days. And today I finally was like, no, I'm gonna go because it's such a nice day and it was really pretty outside. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I walked and it was just so nice. And I had some nice conversations with people. And it was such a beautiful day. And the world was just... I saw a wasp in my path. I almost stepped on it. It would have totally bit me. But guess what? I noticed it. So clearly the world was on my side. And so is on yours. Why are you crying? No, please don't cry. No, it's okay. If you want to cry, cry. I would not stop you. Crying is a great emotional release moment. I need to sneeze. It's stuck. The sneeze is stuck. I just don't know why the sneeze is stuck. It's fine. It's gone. It's fine. Whatever. The sneeze, you can suck at sneeze. I shall not allow you to leave my body. That's actually quite dangerous. Sneeze when you guys need to, okay? You can... I'm paranoid and apparently you can break your ribs if you don't sneeze. And if you stop trying, like if you stop your sneeze in mid-sneeze, you can break your ribs and puncture your lungs. Don't ask me how I know that. It did not happen to me, obviously, but... You make my day. No! I'm happy that I can make you feel good. I'm really happy. Thank you so much for sticking around. You know, like, for being here. Just know that being here is like, you being here is a privilege for me. Trust. I'm gonna go back to talking about merch because I really, once again, want to bring about and want to know how many people are interested in all the random merch ideas I have. Okay. So there's keychains, there's stickers. Those are the standard ones, okay? Then there's art prints, like photo cards. Like, I was not going in that territory, but then I was like, why not? Hey, why should I not take advantage of the very popular collection thing, photo cards? I think I would look so good on photo cards because I have so many... Oh, freaking hell, I dropped my bottle. And there's water all over my floor now. This will teach me to keep the bottle shut. At least it didn't fall on my keyboard. This is amazing. Once again, I have been saved. Thank you, universe, for keeping me safe and sound, and also having to not replace my keyboard, because that would be a pain, genuinely. Playing cards, like a deck of cards, but then they have Mew themed illustrations, and the back pattern is also Mew themed. I saw someone do like a custom deck of cards, and I know there's so many, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be such a cool like merch item to have, because it's actually usable. I think my biggest gripe about VTuber merch is how many of them are just standees, and I'm like, I want that too. It's not like standees are a bad merch item, but then it's also like you can't show it off really. You're not gonna be able to take it everywhere and show it off to people and be like, oh my gosh, look, I have this cool piece of merch, you know? Or like let other people know that you like something. Which is like a lot of the merch that you see from conventional artists and creators is like t-shirts and stuff. Which is also something that I thought of making merch out of. But then I was also like, what am I gonna put in the t-shirt? And then right now, my current idea is either things I've said that became really randomly suitable. Maybe poetry, maybe from songs I release in the future. But yeah, also t-shirts. Like, I should write that down actually. And then have you guys ever seen that guy who has like art with the light up, like you turn the LED on and then it changes the way that the art looks and it's all anime inspired? And I was like, oh my god, that would be such good merch for me. I don't know what I would put in it, but I need that for my own merch so I can have it. Selfish, but I really want that. And then a Mew stress ball. Obviously a plushie, that goes without saying, but a stress ball, you could squeeze my little face and make my eyes pop out, and I feel like that's so personally, I want that so badly. I really just want to squeeze my own face so that my eyes pop out. I don't know what else to say except for like it would just make so much sense. Okay, not the LED, it's not like an LED. So they're like artwork that's in a frame. And then there's light strips at the back that light up when you turn it on, right? Like when you turn on the light, it lights up. And then the artwork that's there changes. I wonder if I could find an example, but I also don't remember where I saw it. Let me see. Wait, I think I could show it. Let me go back to the gaming screen. And then window capture, yes. Oh no, not Mew score, what? Why is this one window capturing Mew score? Okay, yeah. Have you guys ever seen this guy? I hope there's no music. This one, where it's like art and then it turns on and then it becomes completely different, becomes colored and stuff. I feel like this would be such a cool piece of merch. Like it could be like a nightlight or it could be like that, but obviously I need like more. You know? I need more. I need like a really nicely illustrated background or something. I don't know what yet, but like it'd be so super cool to have that. None of this is actually happening yet, so like do not worry, you guys have plenty of time to save money. Keychain. There was this acrylic shaker keychain that I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, if we could just fill up a few like of these with Mews, and then people could be shaking them around. And I don't know, I just needed that. A Mew umbrella, a cat Mew umbrella, like you know the umbrellas that have like little cat ears on top, and I was like, make it blue and make it like have a printed halo and have the eyes, and then you'd have a Mew umbrella. And I was just like, yes. One of my friends said she wanted to do sticker sheets with like Mew stickers, and a few of them would be holographic, and I was like, I love that idea. And then This is a kind of a spoiler, so I'm not gonna talk about it yet, but there was this idea for jackets, merch jackets, which would be like, what if I have a jacket, that kind of jacket, you know? And then, ooh, Hex was talking about how she went to a cafe and they had cat face coasters, and I was like, Mew face coasters, cat Mew face coasters, with little everything. It just makes sense. And then I saw cat keyboard, so I was like, oh my gosh, cat Mew themed keyboard. And then a Mew Halo necklace and bracelets, which Hex told me to add. And then a perfume, because I was just like, yes. And then an advent. I don't know why I wanted to do an advent calendar, but I just thought it would be like a merch advent calendar. Like if you have a bunch of merch, you get the advent calendar and you get like one piece of the merch selections, as many as you can get. Maybe it'd be like a, I don't know, right now I don't have any merch, so it'd be 0-day advent calendar, means 0 things, but soon, And then a long Mew plush. There's this doodle that mewmew did. I don't know if it's on Twitter or not. Let me check. But that doodle is just so close to my heart. Oh my gosh. I adore that doodle because it's just such a long, cute Mew. What is it called? Daily mewtuber? Ah, yay. Oh, there's a daily Mew too? What? I'm spelling daily wrong. No, I'm not. Huh. Wow, that's not me though. Anyways, mewmew put it on her, let me see if it's on the thread that she pinned. She put it on this random Mew Doodle account that she made for me to have doodles everywhere on Twitter. Oh yeah, there's one that is a doodle of Mew playing with hearts that I absolutely love. But there's one that there's a specific Discord server where she keeps saving these. So on that Discord server, there's this doodle of long Mew, and it's just so cute. Like she's just so long and beautiful, and I was like, I really want to make a plush. A cat Mew body pillow. I don't think I'll have a Dakimakura of human Mew ever, because I just feel like they look weird. I feel creeped out. A cat Mew plush, which I already talked about, but yeah. A neck pillow. I saw these really cute neck pillows that had like little cat ear pop outs in the back. So there's a lot of cat themed stuff. I have a lot of ideas for human Mew themed. Oh my gosh, what happened to my tracking? Wow, something definitely happened. Why did my tracking decide to die? Baby, are you okay? Oh, we're back. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, I forgot where I was. Yeah, I saw this really cute neck pillow. It was just so adorable. If we ever get a... No, not if. When we get a cafe collab, I want to do cat Mew themed desserts. Just Mew themed dessert. So yeah, but the cat Mew neck pillow that I could imagine in my head even so strongly. And then I saw this really cute keychain that was like a little squishy of a cat inside inside an acrylic case and everything. So I was like, maybe that too. If you make it Mew themed, it'd just be so perfect. This is the year I make merch, truly. I'm so inspired and I keep adding more things to a little like thread of merch ideas. Like there's like literally a list of merch. I keep adding to it. My friends might start getting concerned soon where they're like, Mew, why are you doing this to yourself, And then yeah, Bat Mew mochi, because we just have so many different like ways for Mew. Like, there's a whole list of models my friends want to make at some point. And I agree, because all of them are really good ideas. So I'm like, I'm sure we're gonna make quite a few of them. Wait, let me tell you guys. Let me give you guys some spoilers. Ball Mew. Okay, Planet Mew. Idol Mew. Idol Mew already has, like, looks and everything. I think we would just have to decide her outfit, but hair transformation sequence. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm excited for Idol Mew whenever she comes out. She is the OG Mew human form. Genuinely, that was the first human Mew form that I ever saw, because Hex made this like drawing of Idol Mew. Let me recall. It's literally my wallpaper on my phone right now. But she just has really pretty blue hair with some pink streaks and like the most beautiful smile ever. But the point is that she was the OG, and I remember just being like, yes, agreed. Because like a lot of the stuff that me and Hex discuss about Mew models, noodles, they're all really based on stuff that we've already talked about wanting to do. So like Ball Mew was Blue's idea. She animated a Ball Mew emote. Well, she really just animated a Ball Mew, but like it was so cute, and so we put that in as one of the emotes on the server. But it's just so cute. And then Planet, I don't remember who said something about Planet. I think it was Hex though. I think that was a doodle that she did that had like Mew as a planet, and I don't know, we were just all convinced that it would be such a cute idea. Male Mew, because we do have male Mew fan art from like way back when, and it all looks so good. Oh my gosh, I just looked like so awesome and so hot. And then Fairy Mew, because like we wanted to do Mew with wings, and God Mew, and Flying Bat Mew, and a Blueberry Mew, and then a Magical Girl Mew, and also Chibi Mew. I don't know if Chibi Mew is gonna be just a recreation of Mew, because like for now I think we all just want her to be slightly different and like interesting in her own way. So there's already so many freaking Mew things, genuinely. I feel like it's kind of insane. Oh my gosh. Like even by accident, I have too many things that me and my friends have just decided we want to do. So it's gonna just keep coming. Like, you guys are never gonna run out of content to like, or new things to draw, or new things to fan art about, or new things to fanfic about, you know? There's so many. I'm actually really excited to show it all off. Like, it's slow but steady progress, because like there's only a few people working on this anyways, one of them being me. And if I'm streaming like every single day, it makes it so that there's less time for me to do all of these other things as well. But I'm trying to juggle it all. It's making sense. Slowly but surely, we're really getting there and having new things come out sooner than later, basically. I'm so happy that like I get to share all of this with you guys, because all the ideas are so insanely good. My friends are all so super creative and just like geniuses, genuinely. Did I talk about how I made a vision board last night? I was awake, so I was like, it's also 11-1, which was 11-1-1-1, which is like a 11-11 portal or whatever. It's a Capricorn new moon or something. I remember hearing a lot about it, so I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go make a vision board. And I put it as my iPad wallpaper. So right now it's on my iPad all the time. It's pretty good. It's a nice vision board that had everything I wanted to achieve this year. You know, setting some nice stable goals for yourself really helps, so that you can, make sure that you're on track. whenever you want to check in and be like, did I get this? And you will probably for sure get it. But yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm done talking about more Mew things, because like this will never end. Up until now, I think for the poetry book though, I wanted to like decide once I had like 35 poems, because as far as I know, poetry books need you to publish at least like, you know, like the standard is like at least 20 poems, and like a good way to decide which ones to keep and let go of would be like, once you have like a certain number, you can just discard the ones you think you will not be suitable for what you want to put in the poetry book. And then I wanted to have some illustrations. You know, it's a good day of Mew live stream. Aww. You're making me blush. Stop. Don't stop. I love the flattery. Well, it's not really flattery. It's just good compliments. I really feel so very good. I really did drop a lot of water. I'm gonna have to clean it up later. Yikes. That's okay though. It's just such a nice day today. I don't even mind cleaning. My walk this morning was so nice. Oh my gosh. Like, it wasn't even that long. Maybe it was like a 30-40 minute walk in total, which was like going to the store where I buy ramen from in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then coming back. Like buying stuff in there for like 20 minutes and then coming back in 15 minutes. So it wasn't even that long, but it was just such a nice morning, and I was just so happy, and the music I had playing was so good, and then it just felt so good to be alive in that moment. Every single time I start feeling a little bit cooped up, I honestly think it's just because I haven't been outside in a while. And like, it's so important to get enough sunlight because it genuinely promotes like the dopamine content in your body. It keeps you happier and healthier. And you know, exercise is always good, even if you're just walking around for a little bit. And any kind of movement that is more than the ones that you usually do is pretty good for your body. That's actually really how if you want to like, you know, slim down or like lose some weight, that's how you should go about it. Instead of going crazy in the gym, just walk around a little bit extra. But it was just such a nice morning. I had this very funny conversation with the lady on the bridge that I was trying to cross, where she was like, I'm getting old, it's getting harder to, you know, get up the stairs to get on the bridge. And I was like, no, but you look like you're 40 instead of like 60 or 70, whichever her age was, which she looked quite old, but I was, you know, just saying it because it was just a nice thing to do. And she was like, nah, like, you know, like, my hair's gone all white. And I was like, my hair's gone all white. Not even a lie, half of my hair is white these days, so it's not even like I got it dyed. It's just how it is. And then she was like, oh, so you've put on makeup to look younger? And then I was like, yeah, you got me. I had no makeup on, by the way. I literally did nothing. I just walked out of my house after I changed my clothes, because I was wearing pajamas, and then I changed my clothes and I went to the store while walking there. And I was like, I'll wait for you to get up on the bridge and then I'll go. And so I waited for her to get on the stairs and like come up. And then we basically walked together for like 2 seconds, and I left, and I was like, I'll see you around. Never saw her again, obviously, but it was such a nice day. And then I had sugarcane juice because it reminded me of my best friend. Literally last month, she was talking about... I need to cough. Wow, that, once again, the sneeze has been stuck in my nose. It's going to make me tear up because... Wow. I love when sneezes get stuck in my... It's really funny, actually, when it happens in real life. It makes me look like I tasted something bad. But it reminded me of my best friend. I was walking back when I saw a sugarcane juice cart. So I stopped to get some sugarcane juice. I was gonna just walk by because I normally never drink sugarcane juice. It just does not... Yeah, like, I just did not want to drink sugar. I don't ever drink sugarcane juice. I eat sugarcane, but I don't drink the juice normally. But then I was like, I think Hex would want to drink this. And then I got one glass for myself because I was like, I love Hex. I want to tell her that I got sugarcane juice because I was thinking of her. And then I drank it while walking back, and touched a kind of dirty trash can. At least it wasn't really dirty, but I am kind of mildly misophobic, so I couldn't stop thinking about it. But even that didn't ruin my mood. I was so happy and was feeling like almost on top of the world. Not almost, for sure on top of the world. It was amazing. My family has this crazy genes where we get white hair way too early, like way too early. Honestly, I think so many people have that these days too, though. It's not even genes anymore, it's just stress and pollution and all sorts of health conditions that end up making your hair follicles go crazy. Like, I've heard of people who've had, like, who get white hair when they're in their teens, because I started getting white hair when I was like 14. I don't know what the logic behind my body is just going like, hey, I think my hair, like your hair follicles are giving up on you. But yeah, like, and then some people have their hair, like hair turn white and then grow back again, black. Not all of my hair, just like some strands. These days it's a lot more though. I think it's half of my hair strands that are almost all completely white. Some of them are like half white, half brown, half white, half red, half white, half golden. Yeah, my hair looks like I've dyed it, even though I haven't. I wish it was dyed. Like, I want to dye it blue, because, you know, it'd be cool to dye it blue, but I think I couldn't stress out my hair more if I did that, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Apparently, oiling with, like, Ayurvedic oils helps. Oils that have a lot of like spices and nutrients, etc., like lots of herbs and everything, they help your hair grow back black if you have hair that's growing white instead. But yeah, it's just your hair follicles being stressed out and being like, hey, I don't want to actually create the pigment for this. Some people can reverse it, but as far as I know, mine haven't really changed. Like, some of them grow out black or red or brown and then look like white. Some of them grow out white and end up turning black later on. So it's just like, my hair just like does whatever it wants and I'm okay with it. Oh no, hair fall sucks. I think the best way to prevent hair fall is just to use hair fall prevention stuff, or like use hair growth items. Like, I used a serum for my hair. I used to use a ginseng essence for my hair in the middle, but then it finished and I was too lazy to buy more, so I just left it. But yeah, cleaning your hair and making sure that it's well conditioned, and you do like hair masks every single month and use hair clarification products every other week or every month, whatever your hair needs, you know. A lot of thought process has to go into hair care. It also really depends on what the kind of scalp you have, like if it's oily or if it's dry, you know, if you have any like underlying causes, like if you have dandruff, so then you should use like some sort of product that makes it so that dandruff is not that easy to form, because dandruff is basically fungal infection almost. Some people have it because they have dry skin, but then some people have dandruff because it's a fungus on their scalp. You really have to take care of your scalp if you want your hair to not fall. Yeah, oh my gosh, bald spots, nightmare for me. I really am very intense about my hair. It has to be a certain length. It has to be a certain amount of softness, because, like, you know, I'm strict and I'm like, I want my hair to look good. And it does look good. But you also have to take care of your hair. It's just like, it's important. I think hair is a big part of everyone's identity, whether you have it or not. Like, you not having hair is part of your identity and having hair is part of your identity. But if you feel like long hair is too hard to maintain, definitely get it cut shorter. Unless, you know, you want to just get it shortest as you can. Whatever you prefer, really. In my case, I feel like my long hair isn't that hard to maintain, just because I don't feel like it's hard to. I only use a few hair oils. I only do like 2 types of shampoo, and I only use one pre-shampoo treatment every other day. Every other time I wash my hair. with one specific shampoo. So then the other one I use whenever I don't use treatment. It keeps my hair like much fresher and lighter and nicer. Your hair doesn't look good, you do, the whole Mew. I do look good. Thank you for recognizing that. I think I look fabulous, but the point is, like, you gotta take care of your hair like you take care of your skin, like you take care of any other part of your body, because it's also part of your body. And also, once you have a routine, I feel like it gets easier. The hardest part is like trying to figure out what works for you. But then I would say use the most minimal amount that you can, because it's like anything too much is gonna ruin your hair more than help it. That's like the approach that I use towards hair care and skincare. And just like body care as well. Like most minimal. If you can, avoid using too many products, because it doesn't help you. Just like ends up overstimulating your skin, hair, body, etc. I also feel like for hair, a huge thing that comes into play is also your diet. Because if you have a really stressful life and a really bad diet, then your hair is gonna fall out no matter what you do. No matter how good your hair care is, you're still gonna have a lot of hair fall. I used to have a lot of hair fall when I was like in 11th and 12th grade. Like it would be so many hairs. But then, like, I guess the more chilled out I got, less stressed I felt about life, the easier it was for my hair to not fall. Like the stress really does impact how your hair feels. And it decides to be more fussy when you're stressed, and that makes you more stressed because you're like, oh my gosh, my hair's falling out, how stressed must I be? And then your hair fall contributes to your stress. I feel like the answer is no stress. The answer is less stress. I don't think anyone can have no stress in life. Like I feel like that's impossible. I feel like that's the case for skincare as well. The more stressed you are, the easier it is for you to develop acne. In my experience and other people I know's experiences, like during exam periods, they seem to get a lot of acne. Even I get a lot of acne when I have exams and stuff. And that also, like, if you're one of those people who stay up all night because they have exams, then that's also gonna contribute to how good your skin is during that period of time. It's just how it is. Kind of unavoidable, actually. I'm also big on like oral care. I feel like oral care, it changes the game. Yeah. You know, like you can have acne, but your teeth look good, you're gonna look good. You can have no hair, your teeth look good, you're still gonna look good. Babe, the point is your teeth should look good. Should look clean, and you should feel good about your breath and everything. Okay, I can't breathe. I need to blow my nose. Give me a second. I did it. I blew my nose. Felt pretty good. I can breathe again. That's why. Oh my gosh. That's why. Okay. That's why I wanted to make a stress ball squishy Mew face. Mew ball Mew squishy. Because, like, oh my god, the way I want to pop my own eyes out. The way I want to squeeze my own face. You know? Cuteness, aggression, yes, but also just like it looks fun to hold. Like it looks fun to squeeze it and, you know, just make the eyes pop out. Also because it already does that halfway through a little bit. Like whenever I look this way, whenever I look down, it looks like my eyes are popping out, you know? So yeah. I think one of the first things that I want to do if I do merch, but when I do merch, is a Mew stress ball and a Mew poetry book. I still don't know what the poetry book would be called, but you know, sooner or later we shall figure it out. Because I have a lot of poems now, so I think I can start planning it. I can start figuring out exactly how it's all gonna work out. But yeah, it's quite exciting, really. Ah, it makes me so happy. Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna end the stream soon because it's like I'm really sleepy all of a sudden. Hopefully, I actually fall asleep after stream ends. And this is not just false hope by my body making me feel like, oh my gosh, you're totally gonna be able to fall asleep. And then literally a magical pyramid cat. Alright. That's so cute. I love how he's a magical pyramid cat. Mm. Wow, that was a long yawn. That took a lot out of me, huh? A whole yawn. Okay, for real though. I'm gonna start saying bye because I always take tangents anyways. I always take a left turn and decide to go somewhere else, you know? But yeah, I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much. Like, I just cannot even express it in words. Like, you guys are so awesome. I love my muses. I really do. You guys always keep me inspired and motivated to do more and be more awesome than I already am. I know I'm super awesome, but like, I can do more. Just, I'm trying to do more is what I mean. I don't know if I can do more or not, but I'm trying, you know? But yeah, you guys keep me on my toes in a good way, obviously. Not like stressful, makes me want to cry away, but like happy I can be challenged and inspired way. That's why you guys are called my muses, because you are. Like, yes, mutation. Oh my god. You guys are also creative when coming up with like how to add mew to words that have the word M. How many of these can we actually come up with? I feel like we should do like a competition at some point. Like that would be come up with as many words that can contain the word mew in the middle or the beginning or the end, you know? But they still make sense. Like it's not like a make a new word competition, but just add mew to existing words in a coherent manner that you still know what it is. Because if I had mutation, I'd be like, yeah, somebody spelled motivation wrong. But it's on purpose. But yeah, I had super lots of fun writing poetry from all the prompts today. I've updated everything in the poetry archive finally. It's on Discord, by the way, where you can read any and all of the poetry I've ever written on stream. I genuinely just mean this poetry I've written on stream. All the other ones that I've written that are either gonna be used for my lore, etc., are not going to be showcased on there because there's documents that they are spoilers. I cannot spoil everything because even though the poetry is awesome, I love the poetry that I've done for all the lore that I've written because it's like really good poetry shit. Oh god, all the poetry is so good. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. When the lore finally, like, whenever it comes out and whenever you guys see it, you guys are gonna see the poetry there anyway, so there's no need to add it to the archive. But yeah, go check the archive out. Maybe go look at some fan art as well, you know, because there's some on YouTube. If you search up #drawmew, you'll find some fan art that people did. Because there was one by, the solar system. There were two by the solar system. And there was one recently by KJK or KJJ. I'm not sure if I remember the name correctly or not, but it was pretty cute. I really loved it. So glad that people make fan art for me. It makes me really happy to see it. But yeah, remember, like, if you join the Discord, please take your roles and everything. And there's lots of fun stuff coming soon. As always, there's always stuff coming soon. Songs and covers and random streams that make really no sense, but it's awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Singing Saturday. It's at night because I don't know why I decided to put a Singing Saturday at night, but I did. And now I'm gonna have to speed sing because it's like 9 p.m. when I start and I want to finish singing before like 11 p.m., you know? So it's gonna be a tight fit because I like to talk in the middle and I talk a lot. So, yeah. Okay. Seriously though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye now. Mwah.